Hello, thank you guys for tuning in. I finally made my first video. Basically, made a post. If you're not on my friends or on Facebook, I made a post. I was gonna make a video. That I was gonna introduce myself, show you who I am, what I do. I was gonna do a little something different, and just get out of my comfort zone a little bit. You know what I mean? Because this is, like I said, my first video. Get my name out there because I'm taking what I'm doing seriously. Which what I'm doing seriously is doing Wake Up Now. So for those who are here, thank you, for you guys and bringing attention. Feel free to like this, feel free to comment, feel free to, just to move on to something else, whatever you want, it doesn't matter. Nice, so I just want to introduce myself. My name is Hector, I'm 27 years old. Uh, I live in New Jersey, so that's just a brief description of who I am. At least so now you know a name and you have a face. Even though if it's described on my profile, I like to say it myself because that's my name. I don't want nobody to say, hey, that's not Hector, whatever the case may be. All right, so the reason I'm making this video is because I recently, I'm part of Wake Up Now. I recently joined probably like a month, 2 months ago. Let's say earlier this year, 2014. And at first, I heard about this company, through the grapevine, let's just say, and it was just whispers, people talking about it, but it really didn't grab my attention. So, earlier this year, my girlfriend, she introduced me to it. She's like, hey, you know what? I signed up for this company. It's called Wake Up Now. I'm like, really? I was like, you signed up for this? I was like, okay, what's going on? She was like, hey, this company has a lot of great things, this and that, and you can make money. Now I was like, what? Make money? Okay, all right. Let me look into this first. Let me see what's going on here before I jump into something I'm not too sure about. Which I know most of everybody that's starts and never even heard about this. They want to take the same approach. You don't want to just jump into fire without bringing water with you. You know what I mean? It makes sense, right? Anyway, I did my research and I came across all these good things that I need in my life right now. Which opened up a whole new door to show me something that I've been wanting, but I couldn't find it. You know what I mean? And what I mean by that is just because everybody needs help in some type of way. Every day, whether they tell you it or not, they need to. I used to work. I work at a financial institution. I work with clients. I'm gonna give you a brief, my brief resume of what I did, man. Like I work retail jobs. I work labor jobs. I worked stores, cell phone stores, a T-Mobile, you name it, man. Banks, you name it. I've been there. I've dealt. I know like firsthand, you know, the full customer experience, the services, what people deal with, what I deal with. You know what I mean? And after a while, I managed to basically realize something. As I'm working, I realized, I want to do this forever? I see people working, getting motivated, working for my boss and everything. That's cool. Don't get me wrong. It pays my bills. It pays the roof over my head and the couch I have in the background over here on this side and my TV, whatever the case, I got it. I work for it, which I'm very proud of. You know what I mean? And it's something that I take to heart. But at the end of the day, there's always a question that lingers in my mind that tells me, listen, heck, take a step back for a minute. What are you doing with yourself right now? Okay, you got a job, you're doing this, you're doing that. That's awesome. But what do you see yourself doing for the long run? Your future. Which a lot of people don't like to think because they want to live in the moment. They want to be like, okay, I want to party, I want to go out, I want to meet girls, I want to do this, I want to drink, smoke, whatever you do. You know what I mean? That's all you cool. That's fine. But my thing is, once you take a step back and you realize certain things, you're like, all right, hold on, wait a minute, let me really rethink of what I'm doing at the moment. Let's see what's going on. So what I did was I did, let's say, a review of my own life, of the accomplishments that I've been through, and the people that I've known that worked hard all their lives. And it's something that it's shocking. I mean, I tell people, listen, I opened up a third eye when it comes to Wake Up Now. And this is not like any Illuminati type saying. I use a lot of analogies and stuff like that. So, that's just who I am. And I'm a person that I like to paint pictures in people's heads. I'm very artistic, very visual. So, that's just a grasp of, who I am. And this is part of my personality. So basically, what I mean by third eye is just that, I've been looking at things from a different perspective. instead of just looking at straightforward, hey, I've been raised to go to school, go to college, graduate, get a job, end of story. Retire. Wait, no, even before retirement, have kids, get married, settle down, retire, end of story. And when I realized that, I'm like, wait a minute, how long is this all gonna take, for me to do that? But it's not, subtract the kids and the marriage part, which that can happen anytime. As far as, retiring, what I was thinking, like, okay, let's take a step back to see, my financial status, which, don't get me wrong, I work well, I get paid good, and, I'm happy. But at the end of the day, as far as that aspect, I'm happy of the making money part. Everything else, I'm not happy. And initially, I don't enjoy waking up early and, getting ready, doing what I gotta do in the morning, drive to work, deal with the stuff I gotta do at work. And I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I know it's life. Don't get me wrong. Hey, and a lot of people say, hey, that's life, buddy. Welcome. Okay, I understand that. Like, I'm living my life. Perfect. But there's got to be more to life besides just this. So, like I said, going back to Wake Up Now, it kind of opened up a new plateau for me to explore, which is very, very good. And I just want to share with you some of the experiences that I have and I'm going through, so that way you follow my steps. And I mean, if it's working for you, great. Feel free to give me any feedback, because I'm not perfect. I'm not successful at this just yet. I'm getting my name out there. I'm talking to people, and like I said, I'm getting me out there. You know what I mean? This is what Wake Up Now is about. It's creating a new class of entrepreneurs, you want to brand yourself. You don't want to brand the company. You're representing, of course, but at the end of the day, you're bringing a piece of yourself to this company, and people are going to want to join people. They don't want to join companies. No, that's not how this works. And this is all part of network marketing. This is all part of, strategics, and it's all facts, and it's the truth. I mean, I'm not going to just join a company without knowing what the hell it is. My friend is in it. I'm going to join my friend because, he's a person. I know who he is, and I believe in him. Now, going back to this, what got me started once again is just like going back to Wake Up Now with the three structures that they help you out with the saving money, the managing, and the making money, which everybody loves to make money, of course, who doesn't? The saving money aspect, I was never a person to basically, shop online for discounts, nothing like that. You know what I mean? I thought that was a waste of time. And to me, personally, like, I'm too lazy. I don't want to really do that too much, and browse and stuff like that. There's too much going on because there's so many deals and things out there. I don't know which one is the best one. And I don't want to get stuck buying something, which if I do get it, somebody else has it for a cheaper price and I'll be upset. That's why I don't put myself in that situation. And, and that's one of the things that caught my attention. Okay, let's see if I can apply this into my own life. And, which I did. And little by little, I use it for the small things, like grocery shopping, the coupons. I never was the type to use a coupon, never, until, I got this. I thought that, using coupons, you have to be, have kids, married, girlfriend, whatever, that's the time when you have to really conserve money, because pretty much when you're young, you're single, have no kids, you want to enjoy your life, and that's when you spend all your money, which it makes sense. But yeah, so, don't get me wrong, I'm young, I consider myself old, but don't get me wrong, I look like I'm 16. A lot of people, there's different people that criticize my age. That's fine, I've been blessed. God, thank you, appreciate that. But anyway, going back to this, yeah, I was using coupons and everything like that, and going in, and yeah, and I see it, I tracked my progress. Like, okay, let's take a look to see exactly what's going on. And, I go by a concept, saving money is making money, which is true. Like, if you can't save money, you can't make money. Bottom line, no matter how you see it, and that has been really helpful for me as far as that. Now, another thing too that's really caught my attention when I first started was TaxBot, which I know, Wake Up Now doesn't own TaxBot, they're just an affiliate, but still, it still introduced something that benefits me, because I'm always driving. I want to track my expenses, but I didn't know how, and I don't want to manually do it and write it down on a piece of paper and save receipts. You know, I was like, you know what, that's not for me. I don't, you know, I'm not that type of person to do that. So with TaxBot, at least I'll be able to calculate all my taxes, and I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, my eyes opened up to this. I'm like, what is going on here? You know, and then basically, this is helping me out. So when I do file for my taxes, Uncle Sam can't take a big chunk of my money, you know, because this is technically a business. So as for the people that know, any business owners, you pay less taxes, you know, once you run business, because everything is tax deductible. Anything that you do, whether you pay bills, you're paying rent, utilities, expensive travel expense, vacation, whatever it is, you know, it's an expense. And, you know, I'm learning the in and outs of, you know, of what I'm doing now as far as an individual and as far as what the company is providing me, because this, to me, this is a time to grow myself, because I've never had time like this before to do so. So now that I do have time, you know, I get to actually do that. Another thing that I wanted to mention too is that, you know, I want to throw a lot of things in this video that I can, not too much, because I want to save some more for different episodes. But like I said, this is my first one. You know, I want to make sure that, you know, I get down just the basics and everything. And yeah, so like I said, this company, it just has wowed me. You know, I started going on YouTube. I started, you know, Googling up stuff. You know, hey, Wakeupnow is a scam, this and that. It's a pyramid scheme, all this, all that. I'm like, okay, let me take a look. You know, I actually did my research. I did my extensive research. You know, I looked at Better Business Bureau. You know, you know, FIC, whatever it is, in order for me to review that this company was legit. I did it. I did it just so that I satisfied my curiosity, because I wasn't joining something that I didn't have faith in. And basically, you know, I did that, and once I did all my research, there was only one thing left for me to do, basically join. And that's why I'm here. You know, I'm very happy to be here and you know, sharing this with you. You know, and another great thing about this is the making money part, which that, of course, that caught my attention. I'm like, holy crap, like that is the main thing that I want to do. Making 6 figures in 6 months. Half of these people that I've seen, they're younger than me. And that's what got me upset in a good way, because at the end of the day, that made me step back. I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. These guys are like 21 years old, 22, 23. I'm 27, you know, working. I'm making decent money, but these guys are making more than I've ever made in a month. I'm like, hold on, there's something wrong with that. Well, there's something wrong with what I'm doing. So that's why I took the initiative to try something new. And, you know, I'm here now, and don't get me wrong, I'm still not where I want to be, but, you know, this is a process, you know, and I've talked to a lot of people. I try to build rapport. I try to, you know, build a relationship just to get, you know, that's how you get people to trust you, because at the end of the day, you can't just go up to somebody, hey, my name is Hector, I work for Wakeupnow, I want to sign up. You know, want to make some money here, all you need to do is get 3 people. You know, those 3 get their 3, and their 3 get their 3, you know, and then people go crazy when they hear something like that. And everybody teaches everything differently. You know, I teach it the way I feel comfortable and the way I know it's going to attract attention, because it's all about attraction marketing, which all the, you know, the network marketers know very well. You know, and I'm not a pro at network marketing. You know, I'm very new to this, to the scene. You know, and I learn quickly on things. And yeah, and this has been a, you know, so far a great experience. I mean, it's not where I want to be, you know, when I'm driving, you know, Lamborghinis, Maseratis and stuff. You know, hopefully, if God willing, you know, I'll put my work just to get to that point. But yeah, but that just caught my attention. I'm like, wait, you know, and I was speaking to a lot of people, and yeah, they were giving me insights. Yeah, I'm making $5,000 a month. I'm still in school. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I'm like, wow, how are you making so much money a month? I wish I made that money. Like, you know what I mean? Like because in reality, you know, I have debts. You know, everybody has debts that they have to pay, whether it's credit cards, loans, student loans, whatever it is. You have to, you know, pay that back over time. And that's something that's going to be with you for a while. If you don't know how to strategize or plan something out to pay that off, that's going to kill you. And not, you know, not physically, but financially. You know what I mean? And it was difficult for me. I'm like, wait, with all this money, I can pay off and be debt free, which that's the main plan, to be financially free. When I say that, that's what I mean. Be financially free to a point where I have nothing to worry about. All my bills are paid off. I have no debts under my belt. On top of that, I have extra money that I'm comfortable with in my bank account. And just having it on the side, knowing when I wake up in the morning, I have something there. That's a good feeling to have, you know. As far as the ranks, I'm not going to get into ranks at the moment because, like I said, this is my first video and this is just a presentation of who I am and stuff like that. I don't normally go into ranks. I don't talk about as far as, you know, how much you're making, this and that. No. What my thing is, I like to focus on is not how much I make, is how much you're going to make. You know, that's the main thing, you know, because I could show you proof from different places, different things, you know, people making this amount of money, but you're not going to believe that. So at the end of the day, why am I going to waste my time to show you that? You know, and at the end of the day, you know, I want to prove it to you by helping you make the money. And that way you believe, because if you believe in yourself, then you'll believe in what you're doing and how you're going to make it, you know, happen. So, you know, that's my thing. So please, I don't want any comments about, hey, you know, what rank are you, this and that. No, I don't want to steer into that direction. That's not what I'm about. You know, I mean, I'm not that type of person. I'm not flashy. You know, I'm not going to throw money up in the air. I mean, only if I have it, maybe. But other than that, no. I don't really want to, you know, bring that type of attention towards me. You know, I mean, all I want to do is I want to add value to the people that I work with. And I want to give them value and give them knowledge. Because knowledge is power. And this power is making all these guys crazy money. You know, think about it. When Facebook came out, you know, nobody knew what it was. Everybody was on MySpace doing this, doing that. Facebook came out. How long did it take Facebook to launch? Next thing you know, the CEO of Facebook making billions already. Next thing you know, MySpace. Nobody on MySpace. It's a ghost town. It's serious. I went to MySpace like last week just to check on my old profile from years back. Nobody's on there. You see a bunch of inactive people quit, closing their profiles. You know, that's, you know, and they got that word across just by word of mouth. You know, and that's crazy. The power of you know, word of mouth, it's so powerful. And especially that we have all this technology that can get our, you know, voices out there and voices heard. And that's great, you know. So why not utilize all this? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, this is what I'm here. This is what I'm going to represent. And yeah, and another thing that I want to just add on top of everything else, you know, is basically I see so many things every day, you know, that make me, you know, look at things differently. Like, I'm gonna give you an example. Like, I went to Walmart one day, and basically I was in there, you know, shopping, doing the normal things you do when you're in a store, you know, just looking around and stuff, buying things. And then I came across an aisle, you know, and then I saw an employee working there. Now, there's a mixture of employees that are, you know, young and some are old, but in this particular case, this employee was a little on the older side. I would say close, maybe senior. I consider a senior, maybe hitting close to their 60s. We'll just say that, you know. And but what I could tell, you know, the guy had wrinkles and stuff like that. It looked like an older gentleman with hair falling out, whatever. That's my visual perception of that person. And I'm like, holy crap! I know some people want to work until they die. I'm like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be a slave to corporate society, you know, which I'm not bashing anybody that's working full time. You know, I respect that. That's highly respectable, you know, because I used to do it myself. But then again, like I said, I want to have change. I don't want to be like my last generation. I want to be something new. I want to, you know, set a groundstone to the people that I know that it can be done. Because once they see that you can do something, they're going to want to follow in your footsteps. And some of them are followers, some are leaders, whoever the case is. You know, it doesn't matter what category you put yourself in. You want to set yourself apart from everybody. So, you know, that incident in Walmart, you know, kind of, you know, opened my eyes. I'm like, oh my God, I can't even imagine if I'm 60 years old working at Target, Toys R Us, you know, just stacking shelves and stuff like that. I can't see myself doing that, you know. And I don't want to do that. So in order for me, you know, not to be in that life and keep doing the same things I'm doing every day, I have to do something different, you know. And like I tell people, you know, you have the 3 C's in life. You have the chance, the choice, and the change. Oh no, actually, if it's the change, the choice, and the chance. So you have a chance to make a choice in order to make a change, you know, and that's very very critical in your life. You know, any decision that you make, anything new that you do, you're gonna have a different result. You know, and which is happening to me. You know, which it's something that, you know, I want to, you know, introduce that into people's lives. For those who are not in Wake Up Now and not in network marketing or are in network marketing, this is a very, very, very easy concept, which I like. You know, I'm not going to mention other network marketing companies out there, you know, but you know who you are, and I've been to seminars, and I've did my extensive researches and comparing companies to see which one is best when, you know, you're shopping around to see which one is going to benefit you more. And some of these companies didn't really appeal to me, you know, and yeah, like I have to say it, man. Wake Up Now, you got me, man. You got me, and I'm not saying you got me in a bad way. You got me in a good way, you know. So I want to thank you guys. This is my first video. You know, I want to just, you know, thank you for anything. Any comments, please leave me. I appreciate the likes. You know, join my fan page. And I hope I'll be seeing you soon. There's going to be more videos to come. I'll keep you guys posted. Take care. Have a good night.